am here to share my knowledge about the blue brain. Blue brain is nothing but simply a virtual brain. Is it possible to create a virtual brain? Yes, of course. First of all, what is blue brain? Blue brain is nothing but an artificial machine. A human brain can act as a virtual machine can act as a human brain. That is, a virtual machine can able to think, can respond, can even take decision. Also store anything in the human brain. Okay. Actually, in the recent years, we are coming across this idea of blue brain. Generally, this was initiated in the year 2005 made by Henry Markham at EPFL to translate the data of the human brain to virtual brain for the future use. Now you guys might got some idea about the blue brain technology. Suddenly a question might rise for you. What is blue? Why it is called so? The blue brain technology was basically developed using a supercomputer called Blue Gene supercomputer, which was developed by the IBM computers for transferring a data from a human brain to a virtual brain for the future purpose. Now, why blue brain? Almost today, our scientists has developed blue brain technology because of our intelligence. Almost after our death, our entire content of our human brain tends to lose. Instead of losing all these data, we can use this virtual brain to recollect our data, intelligence, knowledge, personality and feelings and even our memories to transfer into the human brains. For example, if you consider certain super brains like Steve Jobs or Einstein, these super brains are used for the future enhancement of our human society. Now, before transferring the data from the human brain to virtual brain, first of all we have to know how our human brain is basically working. The main function is sensory input first of all. The sensory input is nothing but when we see something or touching like warm surfaces or warm object, we can feel some senses, right? These senses can be directly transmitted to our human brain only through the sensory inputs, that is through the signals. These signals are in the form of transmitted through the human brain through our neurons. These set of inputs is called as sensory inputs. Second thing is integration, that is interpretation of things like taste, senses. All these are sent to our human brain through our neurons. Generally in our human brain there are a bunch of neurons will be present, allocating the different set of neurons for the different set of actions. That is called integration. Finally, motor output, that is transmitting an electrical signal from human brain to perform a task like touching or feeling and etc. When we touch a certain warm surfaces, we tend to take our hand immediately. That is transferring a signal from our human brain, that is the output, motor output, that is transferring from our human brain based on the environment. We tend to take our hand from the warm surfaces like this. This is completely called as the motor output. Now, how this blue brain technology was developed? Among lakhs and lakhs of neurons in our human brain, only 12 were selected and it was tested. Finally, we are concluding with an algorithm. This algorithm was implemented in the open source software called Neuron and it looks like this. And finally, thus we are concluding with the blue brain technology. Now, how we are going to upload the data into the virtual brain? Data are uploaded into virtual brain using nanobots. These nanobots are allowed to circulate into our nervous system and it tends to scan our complete brain. And our brain tends to monitor these nanobots. And this nanobots converts neurable data into the readable form and also it acts as an interface between the human brain and virtual brain. How we are going to upload the data into the virtual brain? We are going to upload the data into the virtual brain using the nanopods. These nanopods are allowed to circulate into our human brain and this nanopods converts neurable data into the readable form and it also acts as an interface between the human brain and virtual brain for the future function. Finally, we got an idea about the blue brain technology. You can ask why we have to go for this high advanced technology, because when a person underwent a mental disorder or loss of memory can retrieve their memories and their intelligence and personality later. Also, for example, we can consider certain super brains like Einstein's brains can be stimulated using this virtual brain and used for human society development. And I think I have conveyed my knowledge in blue brain technology. For more information about other technology, please mention in the comment section. Until then, this is Deepak.